Hi everyone, coming on to do a tutorial. Now this is my fourth attempt at this video. It's been one of those crazy days. My first attempt got interrupted by Mr. Brown delivery, which, okay, I'll accept that. Second one was my Herms delivery, which again, I'll accept that. It was my Fernli things. Third time was, what was the third time? Oh, it was my sister phoning me up with arrangements for my aunt's funeral. And the fourth one was my IBS decided I needed to go to the loo. Like that. So that was it gone again. So I've been watered, I have been to the loo, there is people in the house to go to the door, so I should be okay. Right. We are using the Southern Serenade, which is from the annual catalogue. It is a gorgeous set. We have got this lovely lace decor. We've got the lovely floral. We've got another wee floral here and here. We've got the crocheted lace border stamp, and then we've got a few lovely sentiments. So it's a nice all-round set. We've got a thank you, happy birthday, and a nice friendship one. So it's a nice all-round set. I'm using two stamp inks, two ink pads. We are using the grey granite, which is one of our new colours, one of my favourite colours actually. And we are using our archival basic grey. This has now changed. It is now a normal classic stamp pad, but I don't have that one yet, so I'm using my archival. It will work the same way. So, as I said, have done this a few times today. So I'm going to just turn it over and go again. So I'm going to mount my lace stamp. I'm going to open up my grey granite ink pad. And you can see it's inked up well. I'm going to stamp off because when I stamped it full strength it was just too dark, and my basic grey didn't show up enough on it. So there we go, that is the stamp outline. Background done. Give that a wee clean. Take that off. Put on my floral. Using my basic grey, ink that up. And then I am going to stamp that over the top of my lace decor. So we are going about there. And I have a funny habit of stamping things side on. Don't know why, I just do. Give that a clean. And then it means I'm ready for the next time. Not that I hope there is a next time. I hope this is my last video of it. So, I have added some grey granite ink onto an acrylic block. And I have got a water pen. And it has already got some grey granite on it. Because, as I said, I've done this more than once today. So I'm just inking it up really well. And then I am going to go in and colour my florals. So the buds I'm doing really quite dark. Just pick up a little bit more. And and this will be going live on my blog today as well, with all the dimensions and the supplies used in this video. Just check, there's another wee bit here. And there's another few in the centre there that I need to pick up. So just grab those like that. And that's it done for that part. So I'm going to just ink this up again because I want a lighter version for my petals. I don't want it as dark. So I'm just liquefying it a bit, like so. And I'm going from centre and just working my way out. And you might hear a bit of background noise shortly because Jordan is going to stain my kitchen floor. Jaden spilt some syrup on it from the slush machine. So as you can see, I am just adding colour on here. There we go. I'm just going to give my brush a little clean off. Like so. Clean my acrylic block on there. I'm going to close over my ink pad, and I'm going to close over my archival basic grey, because I've just remembered that I actually have a basic grey watercolour pencil, which will be much easier to control for this project, I believe. So what I'm going to do is just colour in the leaves with basic grey, which should come up a bit darker than my grey granite, I would hope. I'm just going in roughly with that. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then we have got these little bits here. Just adding a little touch underneath these buds. And then all we need to do is liquefy them. So I'm just making sure that my brush has got some fluid in the tip, which it has. And then I'm just going to move that and liquefy it. So I'm not being too fussy with it. There we go. Quite happy with that. Okay, so you can see it is nice and coloured. Put the lid back on that. Put that pencil away before I lose it. Then we are going to add our ribbon. So I am taking a thin, if I can pull it out, thin adhesive, and this is from my own stash. And just make sure I've got a good length of it. And what I'm going to do is just line that up on the bottom of that. In fact, I'll pull it in towards me a bit. Then I want that around there. So place that on there. Oops. Like that. Tuck it round back. And then what I do is take your pick tool and just go along the centre there. Lift it. Tear it open. And I have got a little bit of our metallic edged ribbon, and this is the silver edge ribbon, and it is 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimetre. And I am just going to place that on there like so. That's straight. That's better. Turn it over, and then I can peel back that adhesive, stick that down. Peel back that adhesive, and stick that down. And we've got no drama then. I'm then going to get my dimensionals, wherever I put them. And I want my large ones. Large ones, yep. Just going to turn it over and pop on a few dimensionals onto this. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we want central ones, so 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Make sure they're all stuck on properly. Bring in my grey granite and my card base. So this is just A6 card, which is 21 centimetres long by 14.8, and on the 21 centimetre score at 10.5, and that's you got an A6 card. And then I have got some basic grey, which is 10 centimetres by 14.3. Just going to put some Tombow in there. And I've been keeping that, I'll show you that in a second, just so it's always ready to go. I have been storing it in my little cup there, just upside down, so it's ready to go when I need it to be. Right, so that's my card base down. Not incredibly straight, but we'll make do. Then we are going to take our card base of Stampin' even, take off all the backings of our dimensionals. Don't know where that backing went to, but never mind. That's it. And then we are going to place that on here. That looks fine. Then we need our sentiment. Okay, so we need, where have I put it? Here. We need some silver glimmer. We just need to chop a little bit off because it is just for die cutting. In fact, I'll just take the rest of that off. We need a bit of Whisper White, which I think, have we got a wee bit here? Yep, got a bit there. So, stamp set. And I think I'll go with the basic grey this time. I think I used the grey granite on my sample, but I think I want the darker one this time. So I'm just mounting these on here, and what I'm going to do is grab my basic grey and stamp it onto my scrap here, like so. And then I want to just add a little floral, and oh, I've already done that. Just add the little floral inside. Yeah, I've done it in that one as well. I just stamped it off and then put that inside. Didn't actually realise, I think I had done that. Never mind. Right, so we need our little sidekick. I need my layering circles. Whenever I put them, I think I might have put them back in. Going to move things just to double check. Oh dear, dear me. Don't know why I do this to myself. I get myself organised and then just everything goes to pot. So let me see. Layering circles. It's here. So we need a small circle. And a small scallop. So I need my plates. And this sidekick if you do videos or whatever, is absolutely fantastic because it doesn't take up too much space when it's handy. So I am just placing that over my thank you, and it's a bit tight. It's not giving you much room for margins of error, but it's enough. If it takes anything off, it is literally the decoration at the side, and I can live with that. In fact, it literally just took a tiny little section of the K, tiniest little section, which is fine with me. So that's for the bin. That goes back in my dies. Then we have got a little bit of silver glimmer. Place it as near to the edge as I can, so I get as much use out of it as I can, and run it through. And then I'll just rotate it back. Just make sure it's cut properly, and pull it off. Oops. I've got like so. Put these away. And I have had new die storage delivered today. I just lift you up slightly. Look at this. So I will be showcasing that. I've actually got another one there. And once I get my new CD sleeves, I will be showcasing it on my channel for you all. And it's from Fernli. Absolutely superb. So I'm using a little bit of Tombow in the centre. I find this works best because it's on a glitter base. The wet glue will give you that little bit of space for it to seep in and adhere to both. And as I said, the border around it is minimal, but it's just enough to give you that wee twinkle and no more. Okay, so where did I put my card bases? They're here. And we are going to pop that up. Oops, come on you, you're being a wee monkey. There we go. We've got to pop that up on, I think we'll do 1, 2, and I'll put 1 down there. Because they're only wee half ones, so that's alright. We don't mind using extra of that. There we go. And we're just going to pop that on over the top. So, that's our card, more or less done. Now, you could just leave it at that if you wanted. That would be absolutely fine. But I want to step it up just another wee tiny bit. So what I do is I take my Wink of Stella, and I think I'll use this just for quickness, and just tap it over the top of your card. Let me see. Yeah. So I don't know if this is going to catch in the light. Yeah, you can see it. It's all sparkled. Absolutely perfect. And it's not overly complicated. As I said, we used 2 ink pads. We used our basic grey and our grey granite. We also used our watercolour pencil in basic grey. A little bit of adhesive with this ribbon, and to be honest with you, you can use a scrap. Doesn't take much. It's what, 10 centimetres at the most. It's a 9 centimetre across, so a wee ½ centimetre either side to tuck under. Absolutely fine. But that's our card complete. Finally. after all these attempts. Now you can, as you can see, I have got some extra detailing in. You can add that in with your water brush and your basic grey archival or the watercolour and add extra. And as you can see, I've actually went over this with the Wink of Stella, which I'm not going to do on the other card because I think it's actually fine without it. But I absolutely love these cards. I think they're nice, simple, and to be honest with you, they could even do a masculine thank you card because they're not overly feminine. Even that little bit of shimmer in the background is fine. It's not over the top. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you have a wee go at it, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.